I know we were expecting some new developments this weekend, but some of them have failed quality control. Make sure you indicate what you'd like redeveloped via the workstation.
I've been in touch with some contacts at Mercedes, and they think your attitude and results might be a good fit for their team. We can talk to them at our next contract review if you're interested. Let's see what kind of offer they can put on the table.
Welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard here in the south of France, where we're about to get underway for free practice. We can see, of course, plenty of activity in the garages as we wait for the green light to get this session underway. Anthony Davidson, thank you for joining me once again. What are you going to be looking out for once the cars get out there on the circuit today?
Well, naturally, in any free practice session, you can never be sure exactly what programs the teams are running, how much fuel they've put in, and so on. So it's important to resist the temptation to draw any firm conclusions from the fastest times on the monitor. What we can do, however, is look for consistent pace over the course of multiple laps. So if someone does half a Grand Prix distance and they're consistently half a second quicker than another driver doing the same, then that's generally a good indicator of a car with a solid race pace.
Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Program complete and a job well done. We got complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got
just rub it in with practice, but this is still a difficult session as our drivers fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying for the French Grand Prix. With the weather as it is today, Anthony Davidson, we have, to some extent, to throw the form book out of the window. Who do you see having the advantage on this slippery, unpredictable track surface?
Traditionally, these are very Adrian Newey conditions. The Red Bull's habit of creating incredible downforce coupled with the high rake they like to run is perfect for the wet, and it's helped them close the power gap a number of times over recent years. I think Force India as well, always a bit of a dark horse in changeable conditions, and of course the McLarens have a fairly good chassis. Having said that, I don't want to make a firm prediction. More than performance, the deciding factor is going to be the timing. The level of wetness out on the track is going to constantly rise and fall, and anyone who can find that perfect window when it's at its driest will have a big advantage out there.
30 seconds left in session.
complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Hamilton, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway. Welcome to Le Castellet as we return from across the Atlantic for the 2018 French Grand Prix. The last time Formula One cars raced at the Circuit Paul Ricard, Alain Prost took Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix victory and the 42nd of his own illustrious career. That was 28 years ago, when half of the drivers on the grid today had yet to be born. And how, I wonder, will that legacy continue in the modern era? A lap of Paul Ricard then consists of 15 corners and a total length of around 3.6 miles. Drivers will need to position their cars carefully on the exit of the flat-out turn 10, ready for the double apex right-hander at 11. Watch out for potential overtaking action at the end of the start-finish straight and into the heavy braking zone of turn 8. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk briefly about Lewis Hamilton. They're in for a tough race today. They'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
Yes, it's not the position you want to be in at the start of the Grand Prix. Penalties like this put you in amongst the traffic. But we know they have more pace than those around them, so I expect they'll make some strong progress in the first few laps.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Kimi Raikkonen and Hamilton, Perez, Alonso, Crofty and Charles Leclerc, Grosjean, Hartley, Marcus Ericsson and Stroll, Sirotkin, Sainz, Nico Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly. Ocon and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
That's a good start. Keep it up. Got that confirmed. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car ESC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Teammate by 7.6 seconds. Great maneuver. You made it look easy. Expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. Go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Some information on Vettel. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The Inters are ready when you need them. Brilliant job, mate. That's a fantastic podium. Super driving, really strong pace. Very, very happy.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the Prancing Horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. To see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to go for Marcus Ericsson. He's clearly got a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, and he's matured a lot over the past few seasons, which served him well today.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Appreciate your time.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms. From here, we can change the team that we're negotiating with. There's no rule saying you need to stay in the same seat forever. Selecting a team here only affects the negotiation. The actual move won't take place until the following race weekend. We're asking for too much here. We need to make some compromises. They aren't coming round to that proposal. Let's try something else. Our proposal has been accepted. The new contract will take effect from the next race weekend.